What is your reaction when I say pentatonic scale? Are you puzzled, thinking, what the heck is he talking about? Or are you terrified, thinking that must be something very complicated? I won't be able to learn that. In fact, it comes from an ancient Greek word that simply means 5-note scale. Sometimes we make things more complicated than they are. My name is Uriel, and my aim in this video is to make things as easy as possible and comprehensive as possible through the use of my ruler, the sliding ruler for the guitar. So a pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale that is used since we can recall in the human history. Especially the pentatonic scales had a dramatic explosion in rock and roll during the 60s. But we can trace the root in blues music well before that. Every guitar student would love to play like those iconic guitarists from the 60s like Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Santana, and many more. But also many other great guitarists since then. They all used pentatonic scales as a base to create their solo. In this video, we're gonna learn the first shape of the A minor pentatonic scale. This is where usually the guitar teachers start with, because, let me show you, the root is on the 6th string, the low E string on top of your guitar. It's easy to see and easy to learn. It's located in the middle of the neck, where the strings are easy to press on. And the frets are not too large, and so you have to spread your finger too much, or too narrow, so you'll have to press your fingers one onto the other. So here is the easiest place to start with. Also, the reason why we start with the pentatonic scale is that these 5 notes sound well all the time. You cannot make mistakes. You can already make music with these 5 notes. All pentatonic scales can be played minor or major. We will see later what is the difference between those two. In that position, if you start on the 5th fret, you have an A minor pentatonic scale. But if you start on the 8th fret, you get a C major pentatonic scale. But don't worry, that's something we will look at in future video, just to telling you that in the same place you can have both pentatonic scales. So this first A minor shape that we are going to learn is in a E minor position, which means simply that we are going to start on the E string. Since we want to differentiate between the E minor scale and the major scale, we're going to call it E minor position, contrary to the E major position. So in order, we have the E string on the top, that's the low E string, then we have the A string, then the D string, then the G string, then the B string, and lastly the first string is the high E string. So let's learn how to start the A minor pentatonic scale on the E minor position. If you look at your ruler, you will see that the first square shape of this red shape, this is the one we're going to learn today. In the first square, there is an A. So that means that this is the root of the scale. Also, what you will see is that all square shapes are filled with an A note, which means that you can see all the roots all over your fretboard. So let's look at the first string, the sixth string, the low E string. If we play it without pressing on the frets, we get the low E. Then, following the notes of the pentatonic scales, we have the G note, the A note, the C note, the D note, and then we repeat this sequence after the 12th fret. The same note, but one octave higher. And then the G, and then the A, and then the C, and then the D, and on my guitar I even have a third E even higher. Not all guitars have 24 frets. So for this first shape, the red shape, the A minor pentatonic scale on the E minor position, we're gonna press on the 5th fret. So you have to press with your index finger. Put your finger close enough to the fret bar so you don't have a distorted sound. Try to have a clean sound. Okay, so then with the pinky you press on your 8th fret. So now you have the A, which is the root, and the C. So now you have to practice just playing with these two notes, the A and the C, without lifting your index finger. So leave it pressed on your 5th fret. Just move your pinky up and down and practice by playing a down and up stroke with your pick on the string. At first it might be a little difficult because you have to create strength in your muscles and also get the habit of keeping your index firmly pressed on the 5th fret. Then change the tempo, change the order of the notes, change the put some silences in between. Okay, then we can add the E note. We can add the E note open string. Okay, practice that. You've got already three notes out of the 5 of the pentatonic scales. And these 3 notes, as we will see in later videos, are very important. Okay, so get used to them, listen to them, feel them, and feel what the sequences you like to do, what makes you feel good. So play, have fun, and take your time with this first string. It's better to practice every day a little. The next time will already be easier. Respect your body learning pace and you'll be rewarded. Don't rush to try to learn everything at once. If it's your first encounter with the guitar, I would suggest that you just play those 3 notes for today. Just play with them, have fun with them, learn them, have an intimate relationship with those 3 notes, if we can say. Tomorrow, we'll go through the 5 other strings. And for those who had already touched the guitar, let's go on with the 5 other strings. The next string is the A string. The notes we have on this string is the D note and the E note, with the index on the 5th fret, the ring string on the 7th fret. So let's practice lifting only the ring string and keeping the index fully pressed on the 5th fret. Very good. Don't forget to make an alternate picking up and down. So now we can add the A open string and let's play with those 3 notes. So now we have those 2 strings we can play with. You can go from the A note to the D note just by rolling down your index finger. Just roll it down like this. So now on the 3rd string we have the G note and the A note, which is a root note of this scale. We have this root note on the 6th string and we have this root note on the 4th string. They are both A root notes. Okay, great. So let's play with the 4th string now between the G and the A. Good. So let's play with the 3 strings we are so far. Okay, so just have fun with it, play with the different notes, different strings, skip strings, skip notes. Great, we are now going to the 3rd string, the G string, and here we have the C note and the D note with the index finger and the ring finger. Alright, so let's play with those 4 strings now. So you see the 6th string was played with the index and the pinky, and the next 3 strings were played with the index and the ring string. So now the last 2 strings, the 2nd and the 1st strings, are played with the index and the pinky. So let's go with the second string, which is the E note and the G note. Of course, the first string is a high E string, which is the same note as the low E string on the sixth string. So it's just 2 octaves higher. Okay, so practice playing those pentatonic scale, have the right position of your fingers, have the right sound, explore the different notes, the different distance between those notes, and try to find sequences that will please you. At this point, I would not suggest that you use open string. Just have fun with the A minor pentatonic scale with the red shape. Just have fun with the red shape. After you get used to it, then you can add the open strings. On this second string, we don't have an open string. We have the C note, we have the D note, the E note, and the G note. That belongs to the A minor pentatonic scale. So what we're going to do is to learn how to slide from one fret to the other, from the C to the D and the D to the E, to come back to this red shape. And also go back from the E to the D and the C. Okay, so let me give you some guidelines. Always come back to the root note to keep it in your ear. Skip notes. Skip strings. Find sequences that you like. And play with a background track with an A minor progression, or have a friend playing some chords that are related to the A minor progression. So that's it for today. Practice, have fun, and send me videos of your discovery with the A minor pentatonic scale, and I will post them in my SRG Facebook page. Thank you. Have a great practice.